Hi, it's your girl Cards.
Yes, and it's Jumani, also known as Juby and Watchna.
It's always Arsenal.
First and foremost, let me start it the correct way.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year to everyone. Wishing everyone blessings this year for 2022 and beyond. And let me be real. This morning, we didn't really start it off
the right way at all.
Yeah, I mean, the performance in the first half was fantastic.
Yeah.
And even at the beginning of the second half, we looked well. And then we had a nightmare, a 6 to 7 minutes nightmare. A lot of stuff went on. And when you're playing against Manchester City, there's no room for
mistakes.
No room for mistakes, no room for margins of error. No room for anything, even if you're playing at your best. You know what I mean? And we started off well. We got a goal from
Saka.
I like when our young players score in big games. You know what I mean? So I'm glad for Saka. And we started off, of course, with our relatively main squad.
Yeah.
And why I say relatively is because we're not too sure what would happen with Aubameyang when he comes back. But Lacazette led the line. Lacazette had the armband. And of course, we had our back four with Partey and Xhaka in the midfield. Of course, with Odegaard, Saka, and Martinelli. Martinelli looked good as well.
Yeah.
But then we had a penalty. Against us in like about the 50-something minute where Xhaka ended up in a tussle with, and I say tussle, quote-unquote tussle with Bernardo Silva. Now, I felt like it was a soft call.
But it's Xhaka.
So when VAR reviewing a close decision like that, Xhaka...
Once Xhaka's name is there?
Yeah, that's already a setback.
Yeah.
And I just talking the reality. Of course, I still find it is a soft call and it should not have been given. But Xhaka, I don't know. And he came out last week or so and spoke about the fact that at the beginning of his Premier League career, referees used to pick on him.
Yeah.
But Xhaka, come now, man. Boom, goal. 1-1. Mahrez converted 1-1. And right after that, well, prior to that, Gabriel got a ridiculous yellow card. And the penalty score, right after that, Gabriel received a second yellow card. And you know what, even more interesting? Before Gabriel received that second yellow card, we got a fantastic opportunity. And Martinelli, unfortunately,
hit the post.
And that would have been... I'm pretty much sure if he scored that, we would have won the game.
Yeah.
The momentum was just too vibrant for us to lose our game. But he missed, and Gabriel got a second yellow. We played with 10 men, and we did really well against City, you know, to hold them off. Manchester City, the champions, to hold them off up until about the 94th minute. And then a floopsy goal. Now, you really don't have no room for error when you play Manchester City.
That's true.
What do you feel? Because now we still holding on to our top 4 position based on other teams having game in hand and so on. But you feel like we could really pull it off?
I mean, at the start of the season, we said that this team is a work in progress. And we are seeing the progress, you know. Subtle progress. Still some subtle mistakes. Some not even subtle. Some major mistakes. But we still believe in the Arsenal. So we could only hope for the best. A top 4 position can be ours at the end of the season. Realistically, it can be. So we could hope for the best.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, our young players are in form.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I'm disappointed that Gabriel would be missing our Liverpool semi-final clash. And most likely Holden would start.
It's going to be Holden, more than likely.
But the good news is that's a Carabao Cup match, which we want to win. But Gabriel will be back for the second leg of the semi-finals. And he will also be back for the Spurs game.
Which is a major game.
Yeah, because Spurs picked up points against Watford today. And when you check it out mathematically, we need to break them down when we play them.
Yeah.
We need to beat them just like how we beat them last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, we unfortunately lost 2-1 today. We didn't get a blowout. We didn't get a blowout from City. But we had a series of unfortunate events just around the 50th minute mark to the 60th minute mark. And of course, at the ending of the game, at the very ending of the game, Rodri scored and take off his jersey and celebrate. That is to tell you how much we troubled Manchester City in terms of making it very hard for them to defeat us today. Man, take off his jersey and run and celebration and thing. But our next game is against Liverpool on the 6th, and hopefully we could bounce back and get another victory. Our first victory for the 2022. But until then, you know what?
It's always Arsenal.